Hi, my name is Suzanne, and do you know now we have an exhibit here at the Hilliard Museum about the craft of Acadian brown cotton weavings. And the Acadians came to South Louisiana with the skill of knowing how to weave. And with the product, with the cotton and the resources they had here, they were able to build looms and they were able to weave, because you couldn't just run to the store back then. You had to make your blankets and make your clothing. So today I want to show you how to make a very simple loom out of a piece of cardboard and string and yarn, and with some other fun stuff thrown in. So it's as simple as using cardboard, string as a warp, and yarn as a weft. So a warp goes like this, and a weft goes like this. And it's in and out and in and out. And you can go from something as simple as this to something as fabulous as this. So today I'm going to show you how to make a loom out of a piece of cardboard, a ruler, some string, some yarn needles, but you really don't need them because your fingers can be the shuttle. This is considered a shuttle. A comb, and scissors. And when you warp a loom, you're making the strings all go in the same direction. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to just mark this like this. Whoop. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the ruler and I'm going to do 1/2 inch increments. And it is 1, 2, 9, 10, 11, 12. This piece of cardboard's 10 by 12, so it's going to give me a nice little room to work with. Then what I do to be able to get the yarn to stick to this cardboard is I'm going to cut right up to the line that I drew, because this is going to be what holds the string very tightly so we can go back and forth with our warp and weft so we can make some fabric. Take the string, and it's just common cotton string. And then you just do a little overhand knot and you anchor it down to one corner like this. See how I'm doing that? Then what I'm going to do is let the tail fly out, because I'm going to need that in a minute. Okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to wind it and get that thing down in there. Make sure it goes all the way down to where you cut it. And we're going to go round and round. Okay, so here we go. And then we're almost ready to start weaving. And then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to, this right here is going to get tied off to this right here. And I'm going to make it really tight. See this? I'm going to tie this off, and this is the back of your loom. So there's your warp. This right here is your warp. I am going to put this ruler underneath my warp, and I'm going to create a shed. This is called a shed. It allows you to get in there and pass the needle back and forth, or your fingers. And what I'm going to do, this is really kind of fun, is you just go in and out. And that's how you start. You see how I'm going in and out? Every other one. And you just let it go, and I'm going to show you how you finish and start and finish a thread. So this is called a weft. And a good way to remember what a weft is, because you go right and you go weft. So here we go. We're going to go this way. We're going to do exactly the opposite of what we just did. See? So now you can see how it's not going to go anywhere. You just keep going back and forth till you start building a nice little edge. And you can see how it's starting to work right here. And I'm going to show you an easy way to change your threads. You see how this thread doesn't go all the way? And so what I'm going to do is I am going to mimic the exact path of this one. I'm just not going to start here. I'm going to start right here. And I'm going to go this exact direction that this one went. Let me get my shed so I can build my weft a lot easier. So you see what happens is what you do is when you do this, you leave a little tail out. You just leave a little tail till you're finished, and I'm going to show you why. You can see now where I have all these little tails of my weft. I take a pair of scissors and I clip them. Then what we're going to do is we're going to cut the warp off of the cardboard, so when you're finished weaving, turn it over and you just cut through the warp. And we're going to tie it off so it doesn't come undone. And look, you can use your loom again, your cardboard loom. And then what you do is you want to take 2 by 2 and tie them in a little knot. And my last 4. And then I would do that on the opposite side. And I'm going to make this pretty on this side. This looks a lot like the colors that the Acadians used when they made their blankets.